Thanks for arriving, everybody. Yoga with Roham. Do as much or as little as you want during the class. Hardest part is getting on your mat. Moving and breathing are the most basic forms of yoga. So if all you do is a bit of deep breathing and a bit of slow movements, you will still be getting 100% of the benefits. We'll start in a child's pose position, relaxing your hips towards your heels, knees wide. Lay your elbows, hands, and forehead to the mat, and just take some time here. Take full lung inhales and relax your shoulders on the exhale. Inhale more than you think is necessary. And rock that head a bit right and left as you exhale, wiping away anything you need, arriving in the present moment. Ujjayi breathing is a constriction of the back of the throat. Utilize it for the entire length of the class. The more you focus on creating the sound at the back of the throat, the less your monkey mind will chat, the more you'll move towards feeling. Walk those hands to the top of the mat and spread the fingers apart. Feel the webbing of the hands start to stretch. Downward dog shape. If you have any injuries, shoulder, low back, wrist, you can modify this in a number of ways, like just keeping your knees to the mat. Setting your elbows down, forearms down into a dolphin position is another way to modify, or a combination of both of those. One day the downward dog will feel more like a rest, but that may never happen as well. Just take a moment. Active hands, relax neck, wrapping those shoulders around the chest. Use those pec minor muscles for that action. Forward fold. Feet hip width apart or more. Grab your elbows, relax your neck again. Sway a little bit left and right. Sway a little bit forward and back. Low back injuries, new to yoga, tight hamstrings. Working in a chair often, just keep your knees bent, elbows resting on the knees, protect your low back. So taking the time through the practice of yoga to lengthen and strengthen the body in a safe manner. There's no rushing, just a continuous, consistent practice. Even fully modified. Slowly meet standing, heel toes, feet together. Maybe the fingers drop the shins nice and slow. Stacking the lower, middle, upper. Inhale those shoulders up, back and down. Awesome. Sun salutation, starting to warm the body up. Meeting at the top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, relax neck. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. We'll do 3 more. Bend your knees, look forward. Lightly step or jump. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, scoop chest. Float back or step and lower. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Step or jump forward. Straight spine, inhale. Relax neck. Broad tailbone down, lengthen up. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Modify it if you want. Cobra. Down dog. Step or jump. Straight spine. Relax. Gather energy. Fold. Scoop chest. Elbow squeeze ribs. Shoulders draw down. Down dog. Isn't that fun? Let's do chair pose. Bend knees. Step or jump forward lightly. Inhale into a straight spine. Exhale into your fold. Inhale into chair. Chin is lifted. Fingers are spread. You can keep the knees and ankles hip width apart for this one. Keep drawing those knees away from the top of the mat. Sitting deeper than you think is necessary. And fold. Inhale, half lift. Step or lightly jump and lower. Elbow squeeze ribs. Warrior one. Right foot forward. One day your heels might be in one line, but for most of us, heels are hip width apart. Left foot's 45 degrees, right knee must stack. So adjusting your stance accordingly. If your knee's passing your ankle, you're widening the stance, or maybe every exhale, you're widening that stance. Great. Warrior two, upper back bend, nice and gentle. Widen stance. Heels in one line. Lean away from the top edge of the mat. Find that straight spine. Deep breathing. It's a nice hip opener. Slowly release. Exhale to lower. Up dog or cobra, it's okay, either one. Warrior one. One day your hips might square to the top of the mat. One day those heels might be in one line. But for most of us, you're going to need to build a lot of hip and hamstring flexibility for that to happen. Worry about those shoulders. Draw the right shoulder towards the top of the mat. Keep those shoulders drawing out of your ears. And then start to rip the mat in half. Use the strength from the feet. Breathe. Front and pelvis is lifting. Heavy exhale, you're widening the stance. Warrior 2. Heels in one line. Left foot face forward. Shoulders, spine nice and stacked. Moving that left knee to the left. Making sure that knee is stacked. Widening that stance on your exhales. Don't be shy, warriors. Be breathing. Inhale. Try not to drag that foot. Take a bonus breath. Knees down if you want. Continue to warm up. By doing that one or two more times, whole sequence, one breath, one movement this time, so a bit faster. Long, slow breaths. Good way to modify is 2 breaths per movement. Bend your knees, look forward, step or jump. Inhale. Half lifting, exhale, fold. Inhale into chair. Arms sweep, lungs fill. Exhale, fold. Inhale, scoop chest. Step or jump back. Squeeze those elbows. Shoulders draw down. Down dog. Right foot forward, utilizing your inhale to rise. Exhale to open. Nice slow inhale. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bending left knee. Exhale all the way down if you can. Up dog. Down dog. Great job. Take a moment, relax your neck. You can do it. One more time. Bend your knees, look forward. Step or jump. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. And fold. Scoop chest. Step back and lower. Be humble. Where you want. Warrior 2. Enjoy. Left foot. Big breath. Big smile. And you're done. Bonus breath if you need. Cut yourself short of oxygen. Big breath. Wicked. Take a moment. Child's pose or hero's pose. Inhale, filling the lower, middle, upper lungs. Exhale, shoulders draw down. Feel that heart racing. Utilize calm breathing. Slow that heart. Great job. Sequence of postures. Down dog. So quite common to have those shoulders drawing outwards, insides of biceps facing one another. One day you will adjust that stance with some pec minor work and shoulder awareness and mobility. Ways to start that is to practice dolphin whenever we're in our down dog position. So this is a good alternative. Okay, so using all kinds of modifications that might help you in your particular journey. Breathe. So let's move through a few different body parts. We'll start with the hamstring, simple pyramid, right foot forward. 10 toes face the top of the mat, feet are not on one line. Inhale, lifting the chest, shoulders draw away from your ears. Exhale all the way down that right thigh. Breathing and moving, so lifting the chest on the inhale. And then lengthen, belly, chest, maybe forehead on chin. Draw your right hip away from the top of that mat. At the same time, move your left hip forward. Hips are square. Get the shoulders out of the ears. Props under the hands if you need. Soften the jaw. Enjoy breath and slowing your day down. Enjoy the opportunity to explore that right hamstring deeper. Keeping the same foot position, getting your hand on your shin or thigh for support. A revolve triangle, straight spine, straight leg. Inhale, lifting that chest, straightening that left arm, drawing that right shoulder away from the floor. So most of us are going to be quite high in this. So you want a straight spine, a little upper middle twisting, not cranking into your low back. Don't claw the mat with your toes. Big toe mounds get a bit of additional pressure. You press into four corners of both feet. As you lengthen the hamstrings, you might be lower. Feeling that right hamstring as you lowering that left hand. Lengthen and breathe. Slowly unwind. So keeping that straight leg, hamstring lengthening position. Left foot at a 45-degree angle, widen or shorten the stance. Straight leg triangle. And you want to keep those blocks close unless your hamstrings are open. You'll be staying up on blocks or shin. Heels in one line, left foot 45, straight leg triangle. You only remove that right hand from the right shin. If you've been working the core, lengthening the muscles, so you're not putting pressure in your low back. It's much better to just lean into that shin and protect your back and breathe. Worry about other things like drawing the shoulders away from the ears, pressing your hips to the side wall, and softening the expression. Your left hip is not against the wall, right? Your body doesn't move like that. Make space in that low back. Keep that right hip moving away from the top of the mat. Shoulder lifting. Slowly rise. Big holds today. Always able to back out a little early, protect your body. Move at a pace that's comfortable with how often you're practicing, how long you've been practicing. So we don't jump. Quite often we don't use momentum in yoga. Shift weight into right leg. Find a comfortable half moon. As you lift the body, the hips, the pelvis up over that right hip bone. Breathe. If you're not connecting with your breath, much easier to fall out. Big toe mounds get pressure. Stay up if you can. Don't give up yet. When you're ready, warrior two stance. Full expression, so nice wide stance. Okay. I love me some chest opening. Reach that left arm behind. Grab something. If you can't get your thigh, grab your shorts. Grab your pocket. Grab your elastic band. Get something. Inhale. Bend right knee on the exhale. Extended warrior variation. Forearm on thigh for protection for most of us. Some of us are going to be lengthening that low back, opening the chest, working into the core. I like to relax my neck. If you have neck injuries, maybe it's more comfortable to keep a neutral gaze. Maybe look up to the sky. Hips must lower, way lower. Slowly rise. Keep it up. Don't release that bind. Maybe you need a second opportunity at half moon. No jumping. Focus more on breath. Keep that chest opening. Toes on the left foot are pulling towards your knee. Kicking that left heel away from your left hip. Slowly. Set the left foot down, maybe release that bind. Awesome. Hard little plank. Stay on your belly. Cobra. Hands under shoulders. Tops of fingers line up. Tops of shoulders. Draw the shoulder blades down. Squeeze the elbows tight. Press the feet into the mat, lifting the knees up. Draw tailbone towards heels. Keep your belly button down. And inhale to lift. Squeeze those elbows. No palm pressure. Breathe. Keep that chest lifting. Belly button stays down. Moving towards 90 degrees of the elbows. Slowly release. Left ear on mat. Knuckles of right hand to your low back. Take a moment. Just breathe. Feel what it's like to be alive. Feel that blood pumping, making connections with all of your cells. Focusing on a sound in your breath. Deep breathing. Nothing else. Ready? Same sequence, other side. Hands under shoulders. Inhale. Lift into plank. Down dog. Okay. Nice and easy beginning. Left foot forward for pyramid. Grab a bit of water if you need. Keep your hands down. Feet are not, heels are not on one line. Okay. Want to get a hip width to pouch stance. 10 toes face forward. Not worried about getting that forehead or chin to the shin necessarily. Worried about just squaring those hips, keeping that left hip drawn away from the top edge of your mat. As you bring your right hip forward. We're focusing on lengthening, a lifting of the chest on your inhales especially. And using the exhales to get that belly, maybe your chest closer to the thighs than your knee. If all of that's still connecting and you're lengthening down your left thigh, then you might exhale that forehead onto your shin. Always utilize form over any amount of depth. Listen to your body. Work on certain things in each posture. Every time you revisit that posture, it'll change a little bit to you. Revolve Triangle. Probably going to get pretty high for this. So get that hand just below the knee or possibly on the thigh. Don't claw them out with your feet. Both legs are straight. Keep that left hand on your low back so you can feel an inhale, lengthening sensation of the spine, an opening of the chest. As you lengthen your hamstring, you might be able to get that hand lower, still protecting the back, lifting the chest. You're always welcome to go into deeper states by maybe even lifting that left hand. Big toe mounds get the pressure. When you're ready, try to release with integrity. Take your time. Straight leg triangle, probably going to get high on that left thigh. So if your hips are against the wall behind you, it's going to put an uneven pressure on your low back. If you move these hips a little bit in this direction, heels are in one line for this, if you can't see that on the camera angle. Now move this left hip away so you can see I'm maintaining a certain amount of distance in that low back. Now I'm more focusing on opening of the chest. Finding what could be a straight spine, even if you're up higher. As you lengthen your hamstrings, you might get a bit lower. This is your time to feel into the posture. Maybe just feeling into your breath. Utilize the breath. Inhales, lengthen. And exhales might open a bit further. Not jumping into our half moon. 2, if you feel like you have to jump, shorten the stance. So you can just shift the weight into that left foot. There it is. Inhale that right leg up. Breathe stability into that left leg. Active hands, toes active. So don't claw the mat, that's for sure. Maybe even pull the toes up towards the knees and spread them apart even more. Breathe and enjoy your flying lessons. Take time, warrior 2 stance. Utilize that breath, right? To transition through your postures. Quite common mistake. Breathing when we're in the posture, but not breathing between, not through the transitions. Find your bind so close to grabbing that thigh. Great, keep up. Roll with something else for now. Your knee must stack. Don't worry about the level of the thigh right now. Forearm down. If you got that core and that form, you're feeling spicy and confident, keep that arm straight. Now is your chance. Watch those hips, and you must widen the stance if the hips lower a lot. Big breath, expanding the ribs. Lower those hips. Bend that left knee. Dig into that left hip. Slowly rise. We don't jump. Why would you jump? Work range of motion. Combine the muscle mass with that newfound range of motion. Half moon, second opportunity. Maybe you're a bit unstable on that second side, first half moon. Tailbone drawn towards right heel. Stacking that left shoulder, opening that chest, lifting that left hip up over the right. When you're ready, take your time to release all the way down to your belly. Utilize exhale. And weight on the belly. Okay. Low chest. Arms back Interlace those fingers if you want. Grab a strap if you want. Don't do either if you want. Squeeze shoulder blades, draw shoulders away from ears. Coming up, locusts. Point the toes. Lift the thumbs. Squeeze the wrists. Soften the jaw. Take your time to release. There's no rush. Make sure you connect with your breath. This time right here on the mat, set your right arm above you, left knuckles to the sole of your back or to the low back. Take a moment to breathe. Feel the heart. Feel the body. If your neck doesn't like being right here to mat, you can always modify forehead on forearm. Round up. Okay. Warrior one, eagle arms. Left foot 45, heels probably hip width apart. Left arm under right. Left shoulder moves forward. Elbow shoulder height or higher. Lift the front of your pelvis. Winding the stance, bending deeper into the right knee. Forward into the forearms. So learning about how we unlock shoulders, move elbows away from shoulders. Keep the shoulder blades drawing down. Open that neck, that space to breathe. Okay, eagles, let's take flight. Warrior three with eagle arms. Don't jump, just shift weight. Strong right leg. Point the toes. Lower that left hip, strengthen that right leg. When you're ready, release back into warrior one stance, best quality. And release. Whew. Love those shoulder openers. 10 toes to the side wall. Let's get into the hamstrings. Chest is lifted. We have an opportunity to move into a tripod headstand. If that's a part of your practice. I'd be more concerned with heels and hands eventually in one line. Hands stay shoulder width apart, fingers spreading, spread. Feel the webbing in the hands stretch. Draw the elbows together as the shoulders draw away from the ears, lifting the chest. Use your hands to push down and forward, lifting the hips up over the heels. If all that makes sense, got a nice straight spine, your head's on the mat. Maybe you do want to move into a nice, comfortable tripod headstand. Straight spine, getting honest with where you are with your form. Three breaths. I'm going to move into a side plank next. When you're ready, Lowering those feet if you did take off. Right hand, middle of the mat. Right knee down. Inhale, left arm up. This is enough for most of us, lifting that left foot off the mat. If you're taking a full expression of side plank, I need you to push the hips towards the side of your mat. Draw the tailbone towards the heels. So you're opening the front of the body. Maybe lifting that left leg. Maybe modifying. Okay. Pigeon. Line the thigh up to the side of your mat. Set a block or towel or books underneath that right hip. Center of the left knee on the mat. Toes on the left foot, neither signal left nor right. All of that makes sense. Your hips on the floor, you're breathing, not shrugging into those shoulders, but opening the back. You might try to square that shin to the top of the mat. You might set up a block under the forehead. Maybe you're laying down with forehead resting on the forearms or wrists. Maybe you're still nice and high. Breathing into that right hip. When you're ready, down dog. Warrior one, eagle arms, left foot forward lightly. Don't stomp. Inhale to rise. Sweep that right arm under. Right foot, 45. Right heel, left heel, both hip width apart there. Shoulder blades drop down as you exhale, bending that left knee further, widening the stance. Don't claw the mat with your feet, but use that leg strength to tear that full mat in half. Tear it in half right now. Those elbows drawing away from the shoulders. Unlock your shoulders. Unlock your back. Forehead's relaxed. An opportunity to try something. Flying like an eagle. Warrior 3 with eagle arms. No jumping. Vision's blocked by the forearms. Stability in the left leg. Deep Ujjayi breathing. When you're ready, take your time to release if you can. It's okay if you fall up. It doesn't matter if people are watching. You're doing your best every day of your life. Wide leg forward fold, second opportunity. Instead of moving into a tripod headstand, we'll see about lengthening the spine, opening at the chest. So prop under the right hand. If you can't get that right hand to the floor, while you maintain a straight spine and legs. Okay, so otherwise you're getting even onto spider hand. Left hand to your low back. Start to open the chest. Good. Weights in the balls of the feet. Spread the bones of the feet. Show me the light between the toes. Can you do that right now? That's awesome. Take your time. Switch to the other side. So feel the weight equal in your 2 feet. Try not to crush that low back. It's a lifting of the chest. It's a lengthening of the spine. Hamstrings are stretching almost at an exact equal pace, just as if you're folding forward. Jai breath, full lung breathing, no short, shallow breaths. You're here to live. When you're ready, nice and slow. Take it easy. Pigeon. Set your knees down, walk your hands to the top of the mat, heel toe, left foot towards right hip. Lay your left hip to the mat. Awesome. So you actually want those elbows under the shoulders, looking for proper alignment at all times. Forearms are square, wrap shoulders around chest. Trying to not sickle that right foot, center right knee to the mat. Maybe you're down here, but first form. Maybe you want to square that shin. But move your breath through the movements. So you're not just forcing the body in a new position and then breathing. You're using the breath to transition. Had enough, slowly back yourself out. Okay. Core. Abdominals. Best way to protect our back. Learning about proper alignment, opening the hips, the hamstrings, working core. Perfect, right? Interlace those fingers. Don't pull on the neck. It's not good for your neck. This is a cradle, and you're resting your head into that cradle. Relax those shoulder blades down. Knees above your hips. You're not bringing that one knee close to the chest. It stays above your hips. Inhale. Shoulder blades up. Hold your lungs full. Active toes, spread those toes. Heels just below knee height. Exhale, point your elbows towards your left knee. Straighten your right leg. Pull the belly down. Curl the tailbone up. Lift the left shoulder. Inhale, center. Hold your lungs full. Press top rim of sacrum down. Keep your shoulders off of the mat. Exhale. Point to the right. Straighten the left. So that right knee still stuck. Curl your tailbone. Lift your right shoulder. You're just pointing a little to that right knee. Pull belly down. Inhale, center. Hold lungs full. Curl tailbone up. Keep your shoulders up. Point to the left. Straighten that right leg. Pull belly down. Curl tailbone up. Spread the toes apart. Inhale, center. Hold lungs full. Press top rim of sacrum down. Don't pull on the neck. Exhale. Point to the right. Straighten that left leg. Curl your tailbone. Lift the corners of your mouth and the right shoulder. Relax the jaw. Inhale, center. Hold lungs full. Press top rim of sacrum down. Keep your shoulders up the mat. Exhale. Point to the left. Straighten that right leg. Spread the toes. Press that right heel forward. Inhale, center. Hold lungs full. Press top rim of sacrum down. Shoulders stay off of the mat the entire time. Exhale. Point to the right. Straighten that left leg. Relax your jaw. Lift your right shoulder. Pull belly down. Inhale, center. Shoulders, feet. That. Awesome. Do that every single day. Boat pose. Inhale, rise slowly. Use your hands. Protect your low back. No need to hurt ourselves. Boat pose. Shavasana. Keep hold of those thighs. Spread the toes. My wife should be the producer of the show. Her angle of mat placement is the best. Kudos to Shima. I love you, Shima. Straighten those legs. Keep that chest up. Soften the jaw. Enjoy. Canoe pose. Good old Canadian yoga college release. Yoga move, I should say. Okay, everybody, give those knees a hug. Rock those knees a little bit. Okay. Feet down. Cactus arms. Set your knees down to the right. Shoulders stay down. You can set a prop between the knees. Keep the cactus arms for now. Feel the lengthening of the left. Inhale the knees back up. Set the knees down to the right. Keep your feet right where they are. Don't move the feet. Don't lift the feet. Set a prop up if you need. Feel the lengthening down the outside of the right hip, the right torso. Balloon the right side of the ribs on your inhale. And relax on your exhale. Inhale your knees up. Give the knees a hug. Final Shavasana. Use a pillow underneath the knees, or even just keep them bent like this if you're still new to the practice, or if you feel any low back tension. Maybe you're Recently slipped on the ice, tweaked your low back. Arms are not in contact with the body. Heels hip width apart or wider. Still focus, full lung breathing. Ujjayi breathing, just you and the flow of the blood, pulse in the heart, in the ear. Roll to your side. Use your bicep like a pillow. Full body reset. And a little bit more than 1/24 of your day. It's not so bad, is it? Comfortable seated position coming up. Great job, everybody. Thanks for joining me at the moment or in the future. Really appreciate the energy, the support, the likes, the comments. Namaste.